Thank you for watching Sunrise at Sea right here on CTV. Good morning and welcome to another episode of Wellness. My name is Apollo Sarah, and today we're going to be discussing character traits and personality, and we'll be diving deep and giving in-depth conversation into how these two things affect our lives, the choices that we make, and our general success. With me today is Mr. Philemon Okwong, and he's a businessman and life coach. Good morning, Philemon.
Good morning to you.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, and good morning to the viewers.
Yes.
Awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining me here. And you're a life coach, and what life coaches do is actually very profound. But before we dive into the conversation, kindly explain to the viewer what a life coach does.
Oh, thank you once again. I would love to say a life coach. Before I bring in the word life, it's a coach. Most of us know coaches in games, in football games, coaches in sports generally.
Yes.
And when you look at what the coaches do in sports, it's just basically about guiding, a coach guides you to your predestined destiny.
Yes.
To the place you want to be. A coach helps you to become a better person. We have players who play much better than coaches.
True.
But a coach will know how good you're supposed to be.
Yes.
So becoming a life coach, we help to guide people in line or in path of their destiny.
Yes.
Yeah, so a life coach takes it much more broader. We have business coaches.
Yes.
We have sports coaches. But a life coach, we guide you in the areas of life.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that life coaches or people who do your line of work are just people who are selling a dream that is not attainable. That is the biggest problem. I think you have heard people say, but these motivational speakers, they're always telling lies. They're telling you not to give up, and yet things are just not looking up for you as a person. So what would you have to say to that?
I'll have to say, we always talk about motivation. Motivation is like bathing. You go for a shower. How often do you shower in a day? People shower. It depends.
Yes, it depends.
Twice, thrice, and all that.
Yes.
So what does it mean here? That to remain clean, you always have to do it, to shower.
Yeah.
And so motivation is not a one-time thing. And I don't want to be a motivational speaker. I want to be someone who guides you, who gives you step to step. If something is not possible, I will tell you it may not be possible.
Yes.
Yeah. So we don't need false motivation at such a time.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's a perception because many people have delved into the industry not with a passion or a directive to know what they want in life.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where the perception comes in. Yeah.
And people think that they're telling me and just feeding me words, and it's actually not impacting my life. So today we're going to be discussing about character traits and personality and how it affects our general life. Some people believe that, maybe because of the way that I am and how my character is built up, I am this way because of that. Other people think their life is just predestined, that things are to happen and they will happen when they happen, so it doesn't matter if you put in any effort or not.
Sure.
So how do our character traits and personality affect our life?
I love the topic we're sharing about.
Yeah.
When you talk about personality and character, character is submerged within the personality.
Yes.
Your characters make your personality. You get the point. So when I talk about your personality, a personality is a set of your characters, your behaviors, your emotions, how you do things generally.
So these are not two different things. This is more
One
or less
is bigger than the other.
Yeah.
The personality is a broader picture of
Yes.
who you are. When someone asks you, I like his personality, they're trying literally to talk about your character, your behaviors. Everything about you is summarized into personality.
Yes.
So when you talk about the character, are the little things you do, the traits, the attitudes, the thoughts build up your character. So how does the personality affect or impact on anybody's life? I would like to say it depends where you are.
Yes.
We don't have people with the best personality. You may say you're a nice guy, you're a nice lady, and yet you reach an environment where they don't need nice guys.
Yes.
Have you heard about that?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
You get in a place, they'll tell you, we don't need nice people here.
Yeah.
We need tough people. So every environment depicts or attracts a particular kind of personality. You're not going to be tough in an area where they need people to be nice. So number one, you need to understand the place and the kind of business or anything that you do in life.
Yes.
However, I need to be real to you, so nice people always win.
Do they?
Nice.
They always say nice people finish last. You've heard the saying, now nice guys finish last.
I've heard of that, but let me tell you, when I look into, especially into the marketplace,
Yes.
nice doesn't mean simple. Nice doesn't mean humble.
Oh.
When I say you're a nice guy, I'm defining the niceness in terms of what I expect from you.
Yes, in things like integrity.
Integrity.
Right? Yes.
A nice guy.
Professionalism.
Professionalism.
Yes.
So I'll define my niceness or how good you are depending on how something that I need from you. So your personality has quite a lot to impact on your life.
Yes.
Why? Because your personality doesn't attract you to yourself, doesn't help into your personality. What I want to say is helps you connect with others.
Yes.
Your personality is your point of attraction to others. You can't be a nice guy to yourself. It's people who say you're nice. You get a point. So your personality gives you access. It's a very powerful statement here. Your personality gives you access to whatsoever you want in life.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you did say something very profound, and this is that you have to always adjust your personality to the environment that you're in. Sure. Many times people are very rigid, and they will bring that same mindset to every occasion,
Sure.
I tell you.
Sure.
So how can one learn to adjust their personality to suit the environment that they're in? For instance, you did say that you cannot take your niceness to certain environments.
Yeah.
You have to, adapt and change, be more aggressive, be a lot more perhaps forceful, be a lot more, outspoken and vocal. So how does a person, say, who is just naturally timid and shy, learn to, try and alter, or not necessarily alter, because again that would be like changing yourself, adapt to the environment where they need to be a lot more aggressive? How would you advise them, or are there some tips that they can put in place to help them?
The challenge we have today, Sarah, is one.
What is that?
We want to be everything.
Oh Lord.
And we want to be everyone. Someone might be watching you right now. And they could be admiring. I want to be on TV. I want to be like Sarah.
Yes.
You get the aspect. But that's Sarah. How best can you be you yourself? You're asking me a question how someone can adapt or someone can change to suit a certain place.
Yes.
Or an environment. How about we think it this way? That you be so good in an area that you fit in.
Oh wow.
How about you define your area of perfection or of ease? You get a point? Get to know you will never struggle at something that you're good at doing. Have you realized that?
That is true. That is very true.
And you'll never try to adapt into that area, that environment. A fish will never struggle in water. That's it. Because that's an environment where they flourish much better.
Yes.
That's where its personality becomes so perfect. So that is it all.
That is just it, as simple as that.
As simple as that. Define or find where you flourish better. Your personality will shine. Apart from journalism, where else do you think you would shine? Just taking you so for 5 seconds, you're already thinking?
I am actually thinking, because you see, when I started out on my journey in journalism, I tried out a lot of things within the profession itself, because there are very many departments. I did information technology, so I tried out a lot of things, and I felt the difficulty, the discomfort in having to, alter myself, my personality, and the things that I am good at to fit that environment. Sure. It was very uncomfortable, and I struggled for years. But now I have found, just like you said, I'm now the fish in water that is thriving. You found your place. Yes, I found my place.
Yeah, so it's one, I always tell people, find your place. When you find your place, you'll flourish. Number 2, I love to say that personality is learned.
Yeah. Learned, explain that.
way back when I was leaving the university, I authored a book. I wrote a book entitled The Frustrated Graduate, Educated but Not Learned. So when I say personality is learned, meaning you have to take an initiative to, okay, let me first finish the statement. You have to take an initiative to build, to learn, to educate yourself, to mold yourself according to what you want to be.
Yes.
You know how, I love sports, I love football, but I get to know that the sportsmen, these gentlemen that we celebrate, will spend quite a lot of time on the pitch training.
That's
doing
true.
what? Training to become the best that they could be. Personality needs training. You want to get into the military, there's a certain code of conduct and training they'll give you.
Yes.
Journalism, you have a code of conduct.
Absolutely.
You get the point? So all this define what you want in life. All this. So you need to put in an extra effort. I read books a lot.
Yes.
Because of my industry, I need to be knowledgeable. And I don't just read books because, to help others. I want to talk out of experience. I want to relate to life. I want to learn from those who have been there before me.
Yes.
So in that way, it requires learning.
Yes.
When you learn certain things, it defines your personality.
So before I let you go, any closing remarks that you'd have for the viewer today to let them know, any words of advice or encouragement that you have for the viewer today?
All right, my word to the viewers, my final word is that find your niche. Find the place where you can flourish. If you're a fish, find the waters.
Yes.
So that you don't struggle in life. And let me tell you, there is no any other prototype, your own prototype in this world.
Yes.
You're the best version of yourself. There will never be anyone like me. I have to be honest like that. There will be never be anyone like me.
That's
I'm
true.
Philmon. And so, find yourself and be yourself. People will pay you, will buy you for who you are.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I love that.
Yeah.
People will pay you and buy you for who you are. You don't have to alter yourself. Just find your niche and your environment that you can thrive in. And we had just beautiful words from our life coach on this segment of Wellness. That is Mr. Philmon Okwong. He's an author, he's a businessman, and he's a life coach. Well, that's all I had for you on this segment of Wellness, but keep watching Sunrise at Sea.